What's going on, everyone? Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to the very first episode of the Wayback Playback. What is the Wayback Playback, you must be wondering? So the Wayback Playback is something that I've been working on for the better part of a month. And it is the combination of taking the old Warhammer Fantasy 8th edition scenarios, both the standard 6 missions and the narrative missions, and bringing them over into Age of Sigmar standard missions. So I've been compiling some of the best ones from the 6 standard missions and those narrative missions. I've kind of cherry-picked my favorites and I've compiled them into a list of 6 missions. And we are going to be playing in the Wayback Playback. I'm here joined by Kevin, and we are going to be playing the very first mission, which is going to be Raze and Ruin. Kevin, you have brought in your Seraphon today.
I have. And
I have brought my Daughters of Khaine. And we're going to be playing 2,000 points of Raze and Ruin. The way I like to think of the Wayback Playback, if you ever watched the movie The Last Samurai, Katsumoto, he once said that I'm the warrior in the way the old ways have joined the new. So that is the spirit of the Wayback Playback. And folks, if you would like to come into MiniWarGaming to be in Kevin's spot, please go to miniwargaming.com/challenge for all those deets. But until then, let's take a look at the board and the armies. Taking a look now at 2,000 points of Daughters of Khaine. I've run this list before. Actually, I'm enjoying it quite a bit, so I want to run it more, see if I can get some more mileage out of it, and learn how to play it right. I'm going to be running Temple Nest Battalion, which allows me to take the Blood Sisters here as a battle line. I do have to take 2 units of Blood Stalkers and a Medusa as my general. And with Temple Nest, that allows me that anytime my opponent hits anything in Temple Nest, anything that it counts as a 1, they will take a mortal wound on that. In terms of my general, once again, I have the Medusa here on foot. For her relic, she's going to be taking the Shadow Stone. With the Shadow Stone, I get to reroll 1s in terms of casting, and I get to add 1 in terms of casting for any spells that are going to be for the Realm of Shadow. Sorry, not Realm of Shadow, but for Shadow spells. And for her spells, she's going to be taking the Pit of Shades. It's going to be a +7 to cast. And if I get that off, I roll 2 dice, add those 2 scores together, and any unit suffers a mortal wound for every point over the move characteristic for that unit. Additionally, I'm going to be taking a Medusa on a Bloodrack Shrine. She's going to be running the Steed of Shadow spell, casting value of 5. And if I get that off, she can have the movement value of 16, and she can fly. Additionally, for her relic, it's going to, or artifact, it's going to be the Amulet of Dark Fire. And what that allows me to do is I get to ignore mortal wounds on a 4+ on her. Moving down the line, I have 2 units here of Doomfire Warlocks. I'm really enjoying the Doomfire Warlocks. They do a pretty decent amount of damage in the hero phase with their spell Doomfire. And they have a decent amount of attacks too. 2 attacks each per guy with their scimitars. And the horses have 2 attacks each as well. And then rounding out in the end of the army here, I have 2 units of Life Takers. And that's going to be it. That's going to be 2,000 points of Daughters of Khaine. I should note that for the cult that I'm going to be taking, I'm going to be running Calborn once again. I'm really enjoying Calborn. What that allows me to do is I have the Mistress of Illusion ability on my general. I get to pick a unit 7 inches from my general and more than 3 inches away from an enemy unit. I pick a unit and I'm allowed to teleport one of my units 9 inches away from an enemy unit. So that's going to be pretty handy in all my games. I've been really enjoying that. So once again, all of my army is going to be Calborn. And now we're going to take a look at 2,000 points of Seraphon. Kevin, where would you like to start?
Let's start with our general here, Lord Croak. He has the artifact prison of Amintok, and he has the command trait Great Remember. He can cast Lords of Time and Space twice in each hero phase. My other hero is the Saurus Astrolith Bearer. He has the artifact, the Light of the Draconian. He can unbind automatically up to 15 inches. And then I have my battle line. I have 2 Saurus Knights with lances. And then I have the warriors up front with a combination of spears and melee with and I have 10 Saurus warriors there with a combination of spears and clubs. And then my battalion is the Thunderquake Star Host with 2 Bastiladons and an Engine of the God and a unit of Croxagore. Then I have a malign sorcery, the Bellwind Vortex, that Lord Croak is hoping to sit on.
And that's going to be 2,000 points of Seraphon. This is the board that we are going to be playing on today. And like I said before, we are going to be playing Raze and Ruin. The way this mission works is there are 2 objectives set on the board. We have 1 objective right over here and 1 over there. If we control our own objective, we get 1 victory point. If we control our opponent's objective, we get 2 victory points. However, if we destroy the buildings, we get 3 victory points. How do we destroy the buildings? Quite easy. In our hero phases, each one of our units are equipped with almost an unlimited amount of torches, but we can only throw torches once per hero phase. We're allowed to throw them up to 3 inches, and when we throw our torches, we roll a d6. On a 6, that building suffers d6 mortal wounds. On a 2 to 5, the building will suffer d3 mortal wounds. But on a roll of our 1, our unit will suffer d3 mortal wounds. Buildings themselves have 5 wounds. When a building is destroyed and has 0 wounds, we actually remove the building from the map, and then that's how we score 3 victory points. Pretty simple in how that works. Additionally, if you have the monster, monstrous, or behemoth keyword, you can also attack the building itself. And that is how today's bat rep will work. Alright folks, we are all set up for Raze and Ruin. I've got a bunch of my blood sisters set up over here on my quasi left flank. The Medusa on the shrine, more of the warlocks. My generals kind of hidden beside this objective. Blood stalkers, more blood sisters, stalkers, and on my right flank I have the last of my Doomfire Warlocks. And as for my reserves, I'm going to be keeping my life takers up in the sky to jump and to pounce. As for Kevin, he's kind of done something a little similar to me, where we're having both this little bit of a refuse flank situation going on. He's gone pretty heavy on his left flank with his Dino cavalry over here. We've got the Croxagores with the 2 Bastiladons, and well, what's this guy called again? The engine of the gods. The engine of the gods. We've got more Dino Riders kind of in his center. And then the Slan is right over here next to the objective. And then on the flank over here, we have a small contingent of Saurus warriors. I did end up finishing first, so I get to decide who gets to go first. I do gotta consider about the double turn. However, you know what? I'm going to go first. I think so. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go first. I want to go for a little bit of putting in a little bit of wounds right off the bat. So let's go right into it, folks. Daughters of Khaine, turn 1, the Wayback Playback. Start of my hero phase, I'm going to start with the Steed of Shadows. Goes off on a 5+, which I get with an 8. The slant is outside of 30 to stop me. So now the Medusa on the Bloodwrack Shrine now can fly and has a movement of 16. Next, I'm going to cast Mystic Shield on the Doomfire Warlock from my general. And we get it with a double 5, so got it on a 10. So the Doomfire Warlocks are mystically shielded. Next, we're going to go over to the Doomfire Warlocks. They're going to be casting Doomfire into this unit of Knights. We're looking for a 5 because we get +1 to the casting on these guys. And we get it with a 9, technically a 10. You are within range to stop it with your slant.
The entire table.
Oh, the entire table.
Yeah.
Actually, we just double-checked on the slant. He only gets to unbind on the entire table on endless spells. And we double-checked on the range, and he's actually just out. He's just shy of 30. So Doomfire does go off, and that's going to be a flat 6 mortal wounds onto the Knights. So that's going to be taking out 3 Knights.
Yep.
Next, we're going to go with my leader. She's going to use her Mistress of Illusion ability, and I think we're going to teleport my Doomfire Warlocks. And boom, with the shadow, they're going to come out right over here. I had to put them right over here because of the Knights were within 9 inches, so they're going to end up right over here. I'm considering sniping the slant. The slant is a super powerhouse in this army, but I mean, so are the 2, not Stegodons, what are these guys called? The Bastiladons. They are a big powerhouse as well, so I have some options as well. And the objective is there as well, so I got to consider that for the battle rep. But I mean, also these buildings are here too, so I'm going to give Kevin something to consider. And they're also just here in the back lines, so a bit of a harassing unit. Next, we're going to try and go for Doomfire with the Doomfire Warlocks, who we are absolutely going to try to target that slant. We get +1 to this. Oh, and we get it with an 11. Kevin, I imagine you want to try to stop that?
Yes, I certainly do. So he's actually going to use his Light of the Draconian and automatically unbind within 15 inches. That's an unbind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. So you're going to use this guy's one-time ability and you automatically stop that?
Yeah, let me make sure.
Alrighty. Yeah, so he's going to use that ability. You pop it once per game, and then that stops 1 spell from happening. And if that's going to happen, it's going to be that spell, or else that would be just a flat 6 mortal wounds into the slant. I mean, you needed a 12, essentially, to stop that spell. So, yeah. Woo! Next, we're going to start throwing some torches. We're going to start burning some places down. We're going to start with this unit of Blood Sisters. We're going to throw a torch into this building. D6. We rolled a 3, so we're going to do D3 damage for a total of 2 damage to this building. Unfortunately, this unit here of Blood Sisters were out of range of that building. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a torch with my Medusa into this big building over here. D6. I rolled a 3, so it's going to be D3 damage for a total of 2 damage. Oh, sorry, 3 damage into that building.
Yeah.
Next, my general throwing a torch into the same building. Oh, we got D6, so it's going to be D6 damage into the big building for a total of 6. So we only had 2 wounds left. So this building, boom, crumbles in a big pile of flame. So that was great for me, but now I've lost my cover. That was the whole point of putting all my juicy targets. Oh no. Next, we're going to go with my Bloodstalkers. They're going to throw a torch into this building. Okay, so we got a 6 for D6. For a total of 3. This building will take 3 damage. It's down to 2. Next, my Blood Sisters, same building, rolling a die, getting a 4, so it's going to be D3 damage. For a total of 2. That means this building crumbles in a pile of embers. Now my Bloodstalkers, they're going to throw a torch into this building for D... Oh, I forgot to roll the die. Oh no, I rolled a 1! Oh, no. I rolled a 1, I throw the torch. They throw a torch onto themselves for D3 mortal wounds. Oh, for 2 mortal wounds. I'm going to burn one of my own ladies. Ah! I forgot I have my Fanatical Faith save. I ignored mortal wounds on 6+. No, this lady, snake burns alive. And then the Doomfire Warlocks firing a torch. Oh no, another 1 for D3 mortal wounds. Okay, for only 1 mortal wound. So this one will take a wound. I feel like so much has happened already. Now we just got to go into the movement phase. We're going to start off with the Blood Sisters. They're just going to move their 8 going this way. My Blood Wreck Medusa on the Shrine. She's going to fly 16 to right between these 2 buildings. I'm going to go ahead and advance my 2nd unit of Blood Sisters for an extra 5. And for 13, I'm just going to have them reposition this way. Ending just like so beside the cauldron. Next, my Stalkers, they're just going to move up just slightly to get within a better range of things. My Doomfire Warlocks are going to be aggressive, and they're going to go 14 all the way to here. I'm going to go ahead and move my last unit of Blood Sisters right beside this building over here. I think my general is just going to go 8 inches this way. Yeah, shouldn't go here. And then coming down from the sky are going to be my Life Takers, 9 inches away from the Sardis Warriors. They're going to come down right by this building. And my last unit of Life Takers will come down right over here in the back lines of this Seraphon. Jumping right into the shooting phase now, we're going to start with my Blood Stalkers. We're going to take some pot shots into these crocs. We're going to start with the crone first. On a 5, she causes a mortal wound. No, so it's nothing for her. Everyone else looking for 3s to hit. 6s are mortal wounds. Ooh, getting nothing for those, but 2 hits. And looking for 3s to wound. Oh, nothing.
Snake eyes.
Next, I'm going to start again with my Bloodstalkers, my 2nd unit. The only target that they can legally see is going to be the Knights, so we're going to take some shots at them. Same thing again, the crone on a 5-up, mortal wound. No, nothing, and then 4 shots, looking at 3s. Ooh, everything will hit. And we're looking for 3s to wound. Ooh, only getting 2. The Knights have a 4-up?
5-up.
Oh, 5-up save. Oh, and they make 1, so 1 will take a wound. Now we're going to go for the Doomfire Warlocks. They're going to be firing their crossbows into the Knights. Alright, time for the crossbows. 2 shots each. Looking for 4s. Wounded on 4s. Hooah! We've got a 5-up save. And that's going to be a knife to peel off the Knights. Next, we're going to come back to these Doomfire Warlocks. The unit champion is going to be firing into these Knights, and then this gentleman over here is going to be firing at the guy with the banner. Everyone else is out of range. Starting with the champion, he gets +1 to hit, looking for 3s, getting only 1, and then looking for 4s, getting 1. Looking for a 5-up. Oh no, he will take 1 wound on the Knights. And then the Lizard on the banner, looking for 4s. Getting 1 hit and 4s. Getting no wound. That's going to be it for my shooting phase. Kevin and I, we've decided that we wanted to add a little bit of rubble as these buildings kind of collapse and burn out. All that's left is this kind of rubble. So we've gone ahead and added this stuff. And I think it adds a little bit more to the scenery and the narrative of the game of Raze and Ruin. So we're going to go right ahead into the charge phase. We're going to start with the Doomfire Warlocks. They're going to be declaring charge. and getting a total of 5. However, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll the 1 because of my blood rights table, getting a total of 9. And with that 9 inches, that's going to be more than enough to get us both into the crocodiles and the basilodons. Boom, crash. We're then going to go ahead with these Doomfire Warlocks. They're going to declare charge as well, getting a total of an 11. Ow. And with our 11, that's going to get us to right over here. And I think we're going to go ahead and charge with these Life Takers as well. Looking for a 9. And we fail, but I do get to reroll that 1. And I get a 7, so it's going to be a failed charge. That's going to be it for charges. We're going to go right into the combat phase now. I think I'm going to start with these Doomfire Warlocks first, so I'm going to go ahead and pile in with them. We're going to have 5 Doomfire Warlocks attacking the Crocs, and then everyone else, which is only going to be 4, are going to be going into the Basilodon. Starting with the Crocs, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 4s. Only getting 1. -1 with the Scimitar, so 5 up save. Ooh, getting a 2. And then the horses, we were looking for 4s. And then 5s to wound, getting 1. Looking for a 4 up save. Oh, taking 1. 2 attacks now into the Basilodon from my champion, hitting on 3s. Both will hit, and then wounding on 4s. Getting 2 wounds. It's got a 3 up save. Ooh, which you make both. And then the rest of the Scimitars on 4s. Wounding on 4s, getting only 1. 3 up save. Ooh, making it with a 5. 8 attacks with the horses on 4s. Looking for 5s to wound, getting only 1. You have your 3 up save. Oh, and you make it. Next, we're going to go with the Saurus Astrolith Bearer. He's going to be attacking into my Doomfire Warlocks. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Getting all 3 on 5s. Look at him go. And then he's wounding on 3s. Ooh, all wound.
-1.
I've got a 6 up save, which I make none of them, but then I have my 6 up Fanatical Faith save. Ooh, which I make 2 of them, only taking 1 wound. And now he's going to make an attack with his jaws, looking for 4s. Which he makes with a 6, and looking for 4s to wound. Getting another 6. Any minus on that? Nope. Looking for a 5 up? No, then a 6 up. Oh no, this guy does go down. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pile in with my Doomfire Warlocks. We're definitely pulling in the Knights. And actually, we're also pulling in Lord Croak himself. Starting with the champion, hitting on 3s. Both will hit, and then wounding on 4s. Getting only 1. Renda's -1.
Save on 5.
Oh, he's going to take 1 wound. And the rest of the Doomfire Warlocks with their Scimitars on 4s. Wounding on 4s. Looking for 5 up to save. Oh, he's going to be taking 4 more wounds. And then the Nays. Can the Nays do it? Looking for 4s. And 5s to wound. Getting 2. No rend on this. So you have your 4 up save. Come on, Kevin. Oh, he takes 1 more wound. And he goes down. Croak is going to be going next. He's going to turn around with his Astral Claws because he's got a 3-inch range. And he's going to be attacking the Doomfire Warlocks. Croak has 2d6 attacks. We rolled it quickly off camera because we were so excited. He's going to have 9 attacks. With our 9 attacks, he's going to be hitting on 3s. Wounded on 3s. We got 2s in there. -1 for a 6 up save. Ooh, for 1 damage, 6 up Fanatical Faith, which I make 1, so 1 more will take a wound. Saurus Warriors now, they're going to be attacking the Doomfire Warlocks, piling in. Alright, we're starting with the Lance attacks, hitting on 3s.
On 4s.
On 4s. Wounding on 3s with the Lance. Ooh, getting 2. Rend?
No rend.
No rend. 5 up save, followed by 6 up. No, this guy does go down.
Almost got it.
And now the riders, they get to bite and bash with their shields, looking for 5s. And we're looking for 4s to wound, getting nothing. And now the cold ones, they get to do their bite. We're looking for 3s. Looking for 4s to wound. I've got a 5-up save. Ooh, followed by 6-up. No, another one is going to die. We'll take this guy. The Crocs now are going to be tacking into my Doomfire Warlocks. We're going to start with the Doom Hammer.
The moon.
Sorry, Moon Hammer.
Yeah, hitting on 4s.
Getting 1 hit.
Wounding on 3s.
Getting a 6.
-1.
We're looking for a 6-up. No, 2 damage. 6-up Fanatical Faith. Oh, double 1s. So this guy here will die. Oh no, I've broken up my unit. And then I'll put another wound on this guy. Hope you do enough wounds, because that's not good for unit coherency. And then the other 2 Crocs with their Maul. What are we hitting on with them?
4s.
That's pretty decent roll. Looking for 3s to wound. Looking for 5-up. Oh, that's pretty good for me. 2 damage each, 6-up save. No, so he will die, and then 1 wound transfers over. And now the Crocs, they have their jaw attacks.
All 4s.
Ooh, all hit but 1.
Yeah, and wounding on 3.
Get them both. So you actually rolled a 6 for one of the jaw attacks, which means that I'm currently in your mouth. But I do get a save at -1, so a 6-up, which I fail. It's just 1 damage, correct?
1 damage.
1 damage, so 6-up Fanatical Faith. No, so this guy, boop, does die. And funny enough, I am currently in your mouth, currently from where we're positioned. That's pretty funny. So now, how does this work? We both roll a die. And we tied, so I guess nothing happened. I'm currently still in your mouth as you're thrashing me about.
Free.
Yep. Next, the Battalion will be attacking the Doomfire Warlocks with its bludgeoning tail.
3s.
Looking for 3s. All 3 will hit, and 3s to wound. Ooh, getting 2. 6-up save. Oh, which I make 1, but D3 damage for the other one. For a total of 2. 6-up to ignore. No, that's going to take, whoop, this guy's out. That's going to be all of our combats. And so it's just going to be for Battle Shock. For my Doomfire Warlocks, on a 4-up, someone's going to die. Ooh, okay, I rolled a 1. That is pretty good. And then for these Doomfire Warlocks, on a 3-up, someone's going home. Oh no, a 5! That is no bueno. We'll lose this guy and him. But in terms of points, I did burn down 2 buildings, which will mean I'll get 6 points, and I am currently holding my objective over here, which means I'll score 1. So the current score right now is 7-1 in favor of the Daughters of Khaine. My forces are pretty much spread out throughout the entire board. I'm really kind of bottlenecking the Seraphon right over here. But I am pretty nervous for the next hero phase. And that shooting phase, the Seraphon can do a lot of damage. So let's go right away into Seraphon, turn number 1, and let's see all of these buildings start tumbling down. Jumping right into the hero phase. Kevin, where do we want to start with?
We'll have the Croxagores throw torches at this building here.
Alrighty. Alright, we got a 3, so D3 mortal wounds to that house. For a total of 2 mortal wounds into that house. Next, we're going to start with the Stegodon throwing a torch into here. Oh, so 2, so D3 wounds. Oh, what do we get? It's a 2, so 1 wound into here. It's going with this guy. Does he want to go into this building or this building? That one makes sense. Roll for it. Ooh, it's a 3 for D3 mortal wounds. Oh, for 3 mortal wounds. This building has 1 wound remaining. And then we're gonna go with this, I was gonna call it a Megalodon. That's a shark. Basilodon into here. Oh, D3. Doesn't really matter what you roll. Boom. Yeah, it goes down. Giving you 3 victory points. And whoosh, a little bit of rubble now there, a little smoldering ash. Source Warriors, they're gonna be throwing a torch into this big building, which they do for D3. Oh, for a big total of 3 mortal wounds into that building. And now the Saurus Warriors, what do they want to do? Which building? You want to go into this one? All right. Oh, a 2, it's going to take D3. Oh, for 2 mortal wounds into the building. And then part of the Thunderquake Star Host, the Crocs are going to heal 1 wound.
Lord Croak will use his command ability, Impeccable Foresight, rolling 3 dice for a 4 or more. Okay, I get 2 that he can use for future re-rolls. Okay, Lord Croak's going to attempt to summon his Bellwind Vortex on a 6-up.
Oh, and you get it with a 10. Do you have a +1 to your casting? Okay, so we get it on a 9. I'm going to have to try to stop that on a 10. I'm going to try to stop that with a Doomfire Warlocks. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that with them. Looking for a 10. Oh, and I fail with a 9. And you know what, folks? If you've already been leaving comments that I've been forgetting that these guys have been mystically shielded, yep, I just caught that. So sorry, guys. I literally just finished writing this scenario last night, so I do apologize. But boom, the Balewind Vortex does come up, and oh boy, did he just get stronger.
Lord Croak's going to attempt to cast a Comet Call, casting on a 7.
Oh, getting a 9.
9, okay. So it's D3 enemy units. So let's see.
I'm going to actually try to stop that. Oh, well, we'll keep that number, though. Okay. I'm going to try to stop that, though, with the Doomfire Warlocks. Looking for a 10. Okay, it's a fail, so it does go off. You get how many units?
Just 1. D3,
just 1?
Yeah. So I'll do these guys here.
Okay.
And
D3 mortal wounds for them. Ooh, for a total of 3 mortal wounds. 6-up Fanatical Faith to ignore. Oh no, taking a total of 3. So I'll have this guy die and he'll take 1 wound.
Lord Croak's going to cast Celestial Deliverance with the +1 from the Bellwind, and needs a 7.
Oh, which he gets with a 9, so technically a 10.
10.
I'm going to try to stop that with the Medusa on the Bloodrack Shrine. I need an 11. Nope, which I fail with an 8, so that does go off. Was it D3 mortal wounds?
It's within 10 inches. Yes, 3 different units within 10 inches, and they take D3 mortal wounds. So 1, 2, and 3. So D3 mortal wounds. Cocked D3 mortal wounds and D3 mortal wounds.
Ooh. And while he's on this tornado, as he essentially extends the reach of the spell by 6 inches. So it's 16. So 2 mortal wounds here, 1 mortal wound there, and 2 mortal wounds over there. We're going to start with the Doomfire Warlocks. 6 up to ignore. Nope. So this guy will die and 1 will transfer over. For the Doomfire Warlocks over here, 6 up to ignore. Ooh, we do ignore on a 6. And for my Blood Sisters, 6 up to ignore. Nope, 1 of them will die. Alright, so next we want to cast Celestial Deliverance, because technically Croak can cast it 3 times. He's already cast it once. Now we're looking at the FAQ, and the way it's worded, excuse me, it's kind of worded a little poorly, and it can be interpreted one of 2 ways. Because it says that he has to target 3 different units, but it doesn't say separate units. Because the way it can be said is, if you target 3 units, technically the only ones that are within range is 1, 2, and 3. Now, Kevin has already targeted those units, but because we're going into another casting, can he target those 3 units again? Or because it says different units, are these 3 units now null and void? We went to go ask Steve. Steve kind of said, you know, it's really poor wording. We really don't know what to do, so we're going to go ahead and do the MiniWarGaming house rule, which is on a 4+. So 4+, we're going to be able to target these 3 units again. Boom, 4+. Comets coming down. We're going to be targeting these guys again.
Cast it on 8.
Boom, and you get it
12.
with a 12. So it does go off. I can't stop it. I have no more casting, especially because my general's all the way down there. So D3 mortal wounds for 1, for 1, and for 1. 6 up to ignore for the Doomfire Warlock. Nope. Doomfire Warlock. Oh, we do ignore it again over there. And for the Blood Sister, oh, we do ignore it. So just this guy over here dies. And you're going to try to cast the exact same spell. This one goes off on a 9 because the +1, getting it with a no fails to go off. But you do get to do your reroll because your command ability. Oh, and you get it with a 10. Technically an 11. So D3 again. Oh, Magic Phase is so good with this guy. Starting with the Doomfire Warlocks, D3. Oh, for 3. These Doomfires. For 2. And then for the Blood Sisters, 2. Doomfire Warlock, 6 up Fanatical Faith. No. 2, and then 1 will take a wound. These Doomfires, 6 up. No, 1 does go down. And then my other Blood Sisters, I do ignore 1, so just 1 will take a wound. Now the Engine of the Gods, the Cosmic Engine, is going to fire up. Was it 3d6 or 4? 46?
It's 3 dice +1 from Croak.
Oh, okay. Here it goes, firing up. So we got a 10, and with a 10, every unit within 10 inches on a 4+, suffers D3 mortal wounds. No, we got a 1, so the Doomfire Warlocks are A-okay. Jumping right into the movement phase now. Where are the Source Warriors going to go?
We're moving over this way.
Alrighty. Engine of the Gods now is going to be moving in through this gap and getting ready for a charge into that building. Jumping into the shooting phase now. Engine of the Gods is going to be firing its javelins into my Blood Sisters.
Hitting on 5s.
Getting nothing.
Nothing.
Next, this Battalion is going to be firing into the Doomfire Warlocks for 2d6 attacks. Or is it hits?
Attacks 12.
Ooh, jeez Louise. Louise always gets a bad name. We're looking for 4s to hit. And we're looking for 3s to wound. -1. 6 up save. Okay, but it's 2 damage, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 6 up fanatical saves. 6 up, and they're dead. The next Battalion is going to be lighting up these Doomfire Warlocks for 2d6 attacks. Oh, for 8. We're looking for 4s to hit. And 3s to wound. 6 up save. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6. Whoa! And they're dead. Scratch that! One's alive! Ha ha ha! I think we forgot to mention it, but we were declaring that these guys are going to be swift for the Thunderquake Starhost. Jumping into the charge phase now. This Battalion is going to be charging this building. Ooh, and we're getting an 8. That is more than enough to get that Battalion right into the building. The Engine of the Gods is going to charge this building. Doesn't matter what the reroll is. He is in. And then this guy. Oh yeah, he is definitely into the building. And the Source Warriors, they're going to be charging my Life Takers. Oh, no, double ones. Because we're outside of 3 inches, so that's going to be a fail charge.
Failed charge.
Oh no!
Whoops, slipping.
We're going to go ahead and start with the Source Warrior Knights. We're going to go ahead and pile into the Doomfire Warlocks. We're going to start off with the Lance attacks, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. Getting only 2. 5 up save, followed by 6 up fanatical. Nope, that is enough to take him out because he only had 1 wound left. Next, we're going to start with this Battalion attacking this building because it is a monster. Only monsters and behemoths can attack buildings. How many attacks does it have?
3 attacks.
Alright, hitting on
3s.
We have 2 hits, and we are going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 1 wound. Damage only?
D3 damage.
Oh, for 3, and that is enough to take out the building. Boom. Nice. The other Battalion now attacking this big building with its tail on 3s. Getting 2.
Wounded on 3s.
Getting nothing.
Nothing.
Because of the Thunderquake Star Host, where there was 1 miss in there, so you get to re-roll that for on a 3, which is a success, and then on a 3-to wound, which we got it. Okay. Does D3?
D3 damage.
For a total of 1. So this building now has 4 wounds remaining. And now the Stegodon into the building has 3d6 stomp attacks. Ooh, geez, for a total of 6, 7, 8. We're looking for 4s to hit. And we're looking for 4s to wound. Ooh, geez, so we're going to be taking only 2 wounds. So it has 2 left.
Okay.
There was 2 hits that the Stegodon missed, and we do get to re-roll those. Which we get 1 more. And 4s to wound. Nope, nothing. So it all comes out in the wash. Right. And now the Sharpened Horn, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. You do get to re-roll. So all hit, and then 3s to wound. I have a feeling the building is going down. Oh yeah. Oh, boom. Building does go down. No more combat, no battle shock to do, because both of my Doomfire Warlocks have been wiped out. In terms of points, these 2 buildings have been successfully wiped out. Actually, 3 buildings have been wiped out, and you are currently holding that objective. So the score is now 10-7 in favor of the Seraphon. But we do have to go and potentially for the double turn. I did go first, so I do win ties. I rolled a 5 and you rolled a 2. So we are going to go into Daughters of Khaine, turn number 2. Start of my hero phase, I'm going to have my Blood Rack Medusa on the shrine. Cast Steed of Shadows, goes off on a 5. And we successfully get it with a 7. Would you like to try to stop that one? That allows me to have the movement of fly and 16. Ooh, that is a failure with a 4. I think that's all we're going to do for spells, because hers is out of range with 18. So let's start throwing some torches. The Blood Sisters, we're going to throw a torch into this building, which we do get it on a 2 for D3 mortal wounds, for a total of 1 mortal wound on this building here. The Medusa on the shrine, she's going to throw a torch into this building. She gets a 3 for D3 mortal wounds. For 2 mortal wounds, it only had 2 left. This building goes up in flames. Next, I'm going to have my Blood Stalkers throw a torch into this big building. Oh, for a 1 again! They take D3 mortal wounds. Oh no, for 3 mortal wounds! Ignoring those on 6s. Oh no, she will die and then she will take 1. We're going to go with my Life Takers. They're going to throw a torch into this building. We roll a 2, it's a success for D3. For a total of 3 wounds, this building has 2 wounds left. And I think that's all I'm going to do in my hero phase. Unfortunately, these ladies are just out, so I can't throw a torch there. But the board is looking pretty sparse as the entire city is engulfed in flames or in ashes. Jumping right into the movement phase now, we're going to start with the Medusa on the shrine. She's going to fly 16 inches, ending up right over here next to the Saurus Warriors. Next, with my Blood Sisters, I'm going to have these ladies slither their way up this way, trying to stay clear from the Basilodons. I think my Blood Stalkers, they're just going to slither their way back to here. What? Come here. Yeah, there we go. Well, almost got it. Oh, no, those are barrels. Just the 3. These Blood Sisters over here, they're just going to move 8 to about here. My Life Takers, they're going to jump 14 going all the way to this side near the building. I think my general's going to slither her way 8 inches this way. Actually, you know what? We're going to run her as well for an extra 4. So she's going to go whoop, that way. And then my 5 blood stalkers are going to go 8 into the ruins of this building. Going right into the shooting phase now, the Blood Rack Medusa on the shrine is going to be firing into the Saurus Warriors. She can only see 8 models, so for every 5 up, she takes more, or they take mortal wounds. Alright, only taking 2, so 2 guys will be turned into stone. Next, we're going to be firing with my Bloodstalkers into the Basilodon. Or sorry, not the Basilodon, the Engine of the Gods. We're going to start with the Crone, hitting on a 2, which if she rolls a 5, they take a mortal wound. And then with all the other ladies on 3s, one's going to be a hit, and then one's going to be a mortal wound, because I rolled a 6. And then with that 3, I need a 3 up to wound. No, nothing. The Engine of the God goes down to 8 wounds. Next, this unit here of Blood Stalkers, they're going to be firing into the Basilodon. Only really one lady can see, and that's going to be my Chrome. It's on a 2+. She hits, and that 5 is a mortal wound. On a 4 up, you can shrug that off, which you do easily. Next, going right into my charge phase, we're going to start with the Blood Rack Medusa on the shrine. Getting a 4 inches. Ugh. You know what? I'm going to spend a command point and re-roll that. Okay, 10. That's what I was looking for. More than enough. Right into these guys. My Blood Sisters, they're going to be declaring a charge as well. Whoop, not 3 dice. Hooah! Getting a total of 8. And we'll take that into the Basilodon, because hey, why not? I needed a 9 to go into the Knights, but hey, we'll go into the Basilodon, because why not? Actually, I had the 8, so yeah, I'm just going to bring these guys a little bit more around for their charge. Before combat happens, the Shrine does essentially Bladed Impact. On a 2+, you suffer D3 mortal wounds. Got a 4, so D3, for a total of 2 mortal wounds. Yeah, because for the... yeah. I'm then going to pick with my Blood Sisters to attack first. I have to attack with the champion first. She hits on 2s, so they all hit, thankfully. And then everyone else is striking on 3s. Wounding on 3s. You have a 3-up save. Only taking 2 damage. I then have to do my Crystal Touch Stare. Essentially, I do a mortal wound back, trying to turn you into stone. So the champion does it on a 3+. Nope, and then the other ladies do it on a 4. So you take 3 mortal wounds, but you get to shrug those off on 4s. So you will ignore 2 of them, but you'll take 1 mortal wound. Now we're going to go with the Saurus Warriors attacking into the Blood Rack Shrine.
Spears, hitting on 4s.
Getting 1.
And wounding on 4s.
Getting nothing.
Okay, and then the clubs, I have 3. Because of the Alpha has a club, it gets 1 extra, so on 4s.
Getting 2.
Okay, and then on 3s.
Ooh, getting 1.
No rend, just 1 damage.
I've got a 5-up save, which I don't make, followed by 6-up Fanatical Faith. Oh, no, I'm going to be taking 1 wound. And now they're going to attempt to bite me and bash me with their shields.
5s.
Getting 2, and then 4s. Getting double 1s.
Not.
The Medusa on top is going to attack back with her D6 attacks for a total of 2. Looking for 4s, getting 1, and looking for 4s to wound, getting a 6. 5-up save. No, 1 guy does go down. We then have 4 attacks with the Whisper Claw on 4s, getting only 1, and then 3s, getting 1. There's going to be no AP on this. Oh, cocked die. You get to re-roll that.
Oh.
No, 1 guy does go down. We then have the Blood Rack Spear. I never hit with this thing. Hopefully, some magic can happen today, folks. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. I never hit with this thing! Then we have the Shrine Keepers. 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 2 wounds in there. You have your full save.
5 up.
No, 2 more go down.
2 die.
And now the Battalion gets to attack back, trying to get some vengeance as the Blood Sisters poke it to death.
Bludgeoning Tail hitting on 3s.
Getting 2. Oh, it gets to re-roll its hits.
Yep.
Let's not forget that. Oh, still a 2.
And then wounding on 3s.
Ooh, nothing. We just have 1 battle shock to do over here. On a 3 or better, they're okay. But 1, they're perfect. They're sticking around. At the end of the phase, or for my turn, I should say, I did end up burning a building down, which will give me 3 victory points. I still am controlling my objective, which will give me 1. And we did go ahead and check over here. Because of my pile-in and my charge, I do actually have more models than Kevin does to his objective. So I am currently holding his objective, which will get me 2 victory points. So the current score right now is 13-10. It is very, very close, but we're going to go right away now into Seraphon, turn number 2. Anything could happen, so let's get to it. Jumping right into the hero phase now.
Lord Croak will use his command ability, Impeccable Foresight, rolling 3 dice on 4 up. He gets to use them as a reroll, so I get 1 reroll.
Going now for the Engine of the Gods, 3d6 and consulting the table.
Cosmic Engine for a total of 6.
So with that going off, you're allowed to pick any unit within 25 inches, and that unit suffers d6 mortal wounds. We're going to be picking this unit over here. Oh, 6 mortal wounds. That is not good for me. 6 up Fanatical Faith to ignore. Alright, so I only save 1, but that means that she is dead, and then she will take a wound. Lord Croak now is going to use his ability, the Lord of Time and Space, sorry. He can use, or he can pick 2 units on the board and teleport them anywhere on the board more than 9 inches away from an enemy unit. So Kevin, which 2 units are you going to pick?
The Croxagore and the Saurus Warriors.
And they're going to go where?
Over to capture your idol, your statue.
Ooh, my objective.
Your
Ouch.
objective.
And as they blink through existence, they're coming up right near my objective.
So Lord Croak's going to cast his Comet Call, casting on a 7, but +1 from the Bellwind Vortex. So I get a 9, 8 + 1.
I'll try to stop that. Ooh, getting a 9. So it does go off.
Yep. So I get to pick 3 D3 units. So that's just 1 unit. And I'll pick the
Blood Sisters.
Blood Sisters right there.
And they suffer D3 mortal wounds.
They do suffer D3 mortal wounds.
For a total of 2. 6 up to ignore. Nope. So she will die, and then this wound gets transferred over.
So Lord Croak will use his remaining 3 + 1 spells, 4 spells as conjuration points. So that'll give him a total of 12 conjurations points. And then at the end of the hero phase, he gets 1 for being a Slan. And so we have a total of 13 conjuration points.
And for the last part, we're going to throw a torch into this building, trying to burn it down. Ooh, okay, so that's a 6. It's going to take D6 mortal wounds. And for 3, building does burn up in a blaze of glory. Jumping into the movement phase now. Kevin, where do you want to start?
Move my Saurus Warriors up 5 inches, so they'll move to about right here.
And then the Crocs.
They move 8 inches, so they'll move around, stay 3 inches out of your general there. Okay, these Saurus Knights will back up and protect their general. Well, I'll move my Stegodon back here. He can move 8 inches back to here. The Stegodon will move over to here.
We're going to start with the Engine of the Gods, firing into my Blood Sister.
5s. And then 4s.
Getting 1.
No rend.
I have a 5-up save, followed by 6. Oh, sorry, damage?
Just 1.
Whoa, 6 up, which I made.
There comes the beard.
The Battalion going to be firing into her as well. 2d6 shots. Ooh, for a total of 8. We're looking for 4s, followed by 3s. Ooh, look at that.
-1 rend.
6 up. Oh, 2 damage each, so I have to roll 8 dice because it's 2 damage. Hooah! 6 up. She's dead. Hooah! Battalion now firing into the Blood Sisters Searing Beam. 2d6. Getting a total of 8 again. Looking for 4s to hit. And 3s to wound. Getting 2.
Random -1.
Hooah! 6 up. Ooh, 2 damage apiece, followed by 6s. Ooh, 2 ladies do go down. And then the Javelins looking for 5s. Getting 1, followed by 4s. Getting 1, no rend. 5 up. Nope, followed by 6 up. Nope, taking 1 wound. Jumping right into the charge phase, Battalion attacking the Blood Sisters. 6 is more than enough to get into them. Boom. And then we're going to start a charge over here with a 7.
6, yeah.
I'm going to start with the Kroxagor first into my general. We're going to start with the Maws first, hitting on 4s. Oh, that 1 over there is a mortal wound to you.
Okay, I'll put that.
Wounding on 3s. I have a 5-up save. Ooh, brutal, but there are 2 wounds, not 2 damage each. 6-up save. Ooh, that's not too bad, so I'll take 3 wounds total.
Yeah.
Looking for a 4 to hit with the guy with the big hammer. Nope, with the 2, miss. So we're going to use the impeccable foresight from Croak, excuse me, to re-roll his failed miss. Miss. And now they have their jaw attacks. Getting 2, and you got a 6 in there as well, so I have to resolve this one, right?
Yes, this is roll a 3 on this one.
To wound.
Oh, that's on the wound roll. Yes, sorry. This is to wound. 3s are higher, 6 there. That one grabs you in his jaws.
Okay. So now we have to go ahead and do a roll-off. So I get away. I'm going to go ahead. I've already piled in with my Blood Sisters. They're going to be attacking with into the Battalion. 3 attacks with the leader on 2s. All will hit. And then we have 6 attacks on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Oh, made them all.
3 up.
I then have my Crystal Touch attacks. 1 on a 3+, which I make. And then the other 2 on 4s. Nope, just 1 mortal wound. You shrug that off on a 4+?
4 up.
Which you make it. Battalion has to attack now with his tail on 3s, getting only 1, but he does get to reroll, right?
No, because he was outside.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'll just take it that way.
And the other one on 3s to wound, getting nothing. Alrighty, now my Medusa, my general, she's going to attack back. You know what? I'm going to try the spear first. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hey, they both hit! Wounding on 3s! Hey, okay, I'll take 1, why not? Got a 5-up save on the Crocs. No, they're going to take D3 damage for a total of just 1. Next, we're going to go with her tail attack, D6 attacks for a total of 5. Hitting on 4s. Oh, getting 2 and wounding on 4s. Getting only 1, no rend. 4-up save. No, taking 1 more wound. And then her claw attack. We're going to be hitting on 3s. Oh, geez. Wounding on 3s. Getting nothing. At the end of the round, there is no battle shock to do. You will be scoring 2 points because you'll be taking my objective. You did end up burning a building down for 3, and you will be scoring your own back for 1. Which brings the current score to 16 to 13 in the favor of the Seraphon. But now we have to go into the double turn. The Daughters of Khaine win the tie. Oh! Seraphon win it. So it looks like we are going to go into Seraphon turn number 3. Jumping right into the hero phase. Where would you like to start, Kevin?
Croak's impeccable foresight, using his command.
Ooh, that's a big number.
So I get, okay, Lord Croak will attempt to cast Comet's Call with value of 7. And I get an 8.
So technically a 9. I'll try to stop that with my general. Nope, we fail.
Okay, so I get D3 units. So just 1 unit.
Alrighty, as comets come down on the sky, my general's going to take D3 mortal wounds for a total of 1. I'm going to try to shrug that off on a 6. Nope, I don't. I just take 1 mortal wound. Engine of the Gods is going to do the Cosmic Engine now for a total of 8. And with the Slan nearby,
it's 1 extra roll, so it's no good.
So with that roll, you get to pick a unit within 25 inches, and it takes D6 mortal wounds. You're going to pick the blood... what are they called? Oh, the Blood Sisters. They're going to take 5 mortal wounds. I get to try to stop that on 6+. No, they're just going to take 5 mortal wounds. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, that's the unit. Going right into the moon phase now. Basilodon's going to be getting closer to the building.
Collapsing in.
Saurus Warriors getting closer to my Blood Stalkers. And at the end of the movement phase, you're going to use your Celestial Conjuration to bring in the Troglodon.
Yeah, within 12 inches, so he's good.
Troglodon now is going to be shooting his spit at these ladies. 2d3? Or 1?
D3 attacks.
D3, getting... Sorry, 3 hits. Or 3 shots.
3 attacks, yeah, 3 shots. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
Getting 2.
Yeah, and wounding on 3s.
Getting 2.
Yep.
Got a 5-up save. Oh, and I make them both. Basilodon now firing into my Blood Stalkers for 2d6 shots.
Yep.
Ooh, for a total of 4.
4. 4s and 3s.
Ooh, all hit but 1, and then looking for 3s. All in 1 wound. 6-up save. Ooh, making 2. So I have to roll 4. Whoa, 6-up. No, I'm going to be losing, 2 of them. One's got a wound, so boop. The second one's going to be firing into my Blood Sisters for 2d6. Getting 5.
4s and 3s.
And we're looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2. -1 for a 6-up save. And 2 damage apiece. What? Come on. 6-up. Hey, I make 1. So 1 will die. Actually, 2 die. We'll lose her. Going right into the charge phase now. Basilodon's going to be charging the building. Ooh, that is more than enough to get him in. Crash. Saurus Warriors are going to be charging as well. For a total of 10, they can go wherever they want.
Okay. Well, I'll pull them around then.
And the Troglodon is going to be charging as well for a total of 6. I think that's a fail. Yep.
Failed charge.
Crocsagor is going to be going into my general first.
Hitting on 4s.
Looking for 3s to wound. 5 up. Ooh, wow. 2 damage though. Oh, and I make what? So I only have 2 wounds left. Correction, 1 wound. And now the Moon Hammer is going into her.
4.
Nope, that's going to be a miss. And then the Chomp Chomps.
The Jaws on 4s.
Getting 1. Oh, you're going to take a mortal wound for that jaw attack.
Okay.
And then 3s for that, but it's going to be a miss. This guy does die, though, because he took a mortal wound for Temple Nest. My general is going to strike back. We're going to put... Ooh, how many attacks do we want to... We're going to put some attacks. Yeah, we're going to put all the attacks into these guys, try to take these guys out. So we're going to start off with the spear. 3 on hitting on 3s. 1 misses, and then wounding on 3s. Hey, we got a 6. It's going to be a -1.
So 6 up.
Oh, no, failed. D3 mortal wound, or D3 wounds, I should say. Only for 1.
Oh.
And D6 attacks for her tail for 4. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. Getting 2. No rend on this.
5 up.
Nope. Goes down. And the Battalion attacking the building.
Bludgeoning tail. 3 attacks, 3 to hit.
Getting 2.
And then 3 to wound.
Getting only 1.
D3 damage.
For a total of 3 damage. Because the Battalion did charge and we are within 3 inches, that does bring in the Blood Stalker. And we're going to go ahead and fight. She has 2 attacks with her dagger, hitting on 2s. Only getting 1. Well, actually, because we're on turn 3, I do get to reroll the 1s. Both are going to hit, and then wounding on 4s. Getting only 1 wound. 3-up save, which you make. And then I have 1 attack with my Bloodworm on a 3. Wounding on a 3. There's rend, but then you have your save to make, so 3 up.
No rend, yeah.
Which you make. There is going to be no battle shock for us to do. So in terms of points, you currently hold this objective and you still hold that objective, giving you another 3 points. So the current score now is 19 to 13. But now we're going to go into Daughters of Khaine, turn number 3. Jumping right into my hero phase now. I think I'm going to start throwing some torches. So I'm going to start with my unit of life takers. They're going to throw a torch into this building. On a 2, so it suffers D3 mortal wounds. Suffers only 1 mortal wound. It's down to 1. Blood Sister is going to throw a torch as well. Suffers D6 mortal wounds on 1. More than enough. Boom, building goes out. The Blood Rack Medusa, she's going to try and throw a torch for D3 for a total of only 1. This building has 2 left. The Bloodstalker is going to try to throw a torch into this building for 5. D3, getting 3. This building goes out in flames. Boom. So now what I'm going to do is with my Calborn ability. Oh, do I want to do this? This is... I gotta get my objective back though. Actually no, because the buildings are worth more, so I'm gonna try to risk it. Yeah, with my Calborn ability, I can't do it with my general, but because these guys are more than 3 away, I'm gonna use the Mistress of Illusion to have these guys teleport right over here. They're more than 9 inches away from these guys, and then I'm gonna try and throw a torch. Hooah! Well, D3 wounds. Oh, for 3, building goes up in flames. I'm going to go ahead and cast the Steed of Shadows on my Blood Rack Medusa on the Shrine. Ooh, it goes off on a 4. Do you want to try to stop that one, Kevin?
Yes.
Ooh, and you get it, and how. That's going to be it for my hero phase. There's no more buildings on the table. They've all been burnt to the ground. So I think what I'm going to do now is in my movement phase, I'm going to go ahead and run these guys for a total of 6. So these guys can fly 20 inches. And with that 20, that lands us all the way over here. We're essentially trying to go back and get our objective. I'm going to go ahead and run my other unit of life takers for a total of 1. But I do get to, I think I get to reroll. I'm going to double check. Yep, I can reroll the run roll because of Blood Right's table for an extra 2. So they can go 16 if they want. And I think we're just going to fall back to right here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and run my Blood Rack Shrine for an extra 3. So she's going to go 9 inches into the rubble to here. And then the Blood Sisters, I'm going to run them for 2. I'm going to spend a command point because they're near a hero to turn that into a 6. So they can go 14. And 14 will make them go right to here. Alright, going into the shooting phase now. I suppose I'll take a shot with her into the Battalion. On a 2. Oh, 6. It's going to be 1 mortal wound. Yep, we rolled it off camera really quickly. It was a 3. So, nope, Battalion takes a mortal wound. My Medusa now, she's going to use her stare attack into the Crocs. I'm going to be able to hit 2 of them. So roll 2 dice for every 5 up. Mortal wound. Ooh, taking 1 mortal wound into these guys. And then my Bloodstalkers, we're going to be firing into the Knights. The Crone is on a 2+, which is a hit, and then everyone else is on 3s. Ooh, we're going to have 2 mortal wounds going to them, and then everyone else is wounding on 3s. Just 1. I forgot to wound for the Crone. She's on a 3. Alright, so we have 2. The 2 wounds at -1.
They ignore the random -1, so they're saving on 5s.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so they saved 1. So it's a total of 2 mortal wounds plus a wound.
That's it for my shooting phase. I'm not going to declare any charges, so we're just going to go straight into combat. The Crone is going to be striking into the Battalion with her 2 strikes with a dagger, hitting on 2s. We have 2 hits, wounding on 4s, getting 2 wounds.
It's 3 up save.
Ooh, 1 wound goes through. Yep. And then she has 1 strike with the Bloodworm on a 2. Hits, wounding on a 3. Would you get 1 wound? You have your 3 up save. Which you make. Okay. Vito, you silly boy, you should have gone with your general. But you get a strike now with your Crocs.
With the Maul, 4 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Getting 2.
And then wounding on 3s.
Oh, nothing.
With the Moonhammer attacking.
Oh, nothing.
Miss. Vice-like Jaws, 2 attacks.
Nothing. Oh, double 1, and those are actually mortal wounds.
Let me re-roll those. Of his impeccable foresight, I had 3. I'm going to re-roll 2 of those. Yay! But at least I did. I still didn't hit, but I didn't suffer.
Oh, Vito, with the skin of your teeth, you slithered out of that one like a snake. Her attack's back now. We're going to go with her blade on 3s. And then wounding on 3s. Oh my goodness, 1 hit. -1.
Okay, 5 up.
Oh, you make it! Wonderful. Then her tail attack, D6 attacks for 3. Wounding on 4. Or, sorry, I have to hit you on 4s. Getting 2. And wounding on 4s. Getting only 1.
4 up, save.
Yay! And you make it. And 4 attacks with the Whisper Claw, looking for 3s. Rerolling the 1. Hey, still a 2. And 3s to wound. Getting 1. No rend.
4 up.
Made it. Battalion now gets to attack.
3. Hitting on 3s.
Getting 2.
And wounding on 3s.
Getting 1.
-1.
6 up. No, I failed it. Damage is 2.
D3 damage.
Oh, D3, sorry. For 1. 6 up to ignore. No, she takes a wound. That is going to be the end of the turn. No battle shock to do. In terms of points, I scored 9 points this turn. That was a big jump for me. So the current score right now is 22-19. It's been a super close game. That was the end of turn 3, though. So now we have to do the double turn. Kevin, you do win ties, my good friend. Hooah! I rolled a 1. I got 4! So it looks like we're definitely going to go into Seraphon, turn number 4. We are going to jump quickly right away into Seraphon, turn number 4. What are we going to do in the hero phase, Kevin?
So Lord Crow's going to use his impeccable foresight, rolling 3 dice. For all the ones that are above 4, I get to have rerolls. I got 2 rerolls coming.
Okay.
And then he's going to do the Lord of Time and Space and move the Troglodon 9 inches away, but over here to give them trouble.
So yeah, this actually wasn't a legal spot, but the Troglodon will go right over there.
So rather than cast, Lord Croak will use his spells as Celestial Conjuration and get 5 times 3, so that'll give me 15 points and then plus 1 for being a slime. The Engine of the Gods is going to roll his Cosmic Engine, and it gets 3 dice since he's next to the slime, and throw 1 away, so that gives him a total of 7. An enemy unit within 25 inches is hit with a bolt of azure energy that shoots from the engine, suffering D6 mortal wounds. So,
which one's it going to be?
It was 25 inches.
Which one's it going to be, Kevin?
I will shoot these guys.
That is just rude. All right, D6. Ooh, for 1 mortal wound. 6 up to ignore. Ooh, taking just 1. Let's take this one out. Pop. Jumping into the movement phase now. Troglodon's getting danger close to my life takers.
Troglodon shooting at his general with D3 attacks. Gets
3.
Hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 3s.
Ooh, getting 1.
No rend.
5 up. Ooh, I take 1 damage.
It's 2 damage each.
2 damage each. 6 up to ignore. Oh, that is going to be General down.
Searing Beam here for 2d6. So that's 9. In on 4s. And then
ooh, those 1s are going to be counting as mortal wounds.
Let's put those over here. And wounding on 3s. Hitting on 4s. Wow, it's only 1. And then, yep. And then random -1, 2 damage.
6 up. Ooh, 2 damage. 6 up to ignore. No, she does go down. But that mortal wound that you take, you get to ignore that on a 4 up, right?
Yes, I do. Thank you. And
nope, takes the mortal wound.
Searing Beam at the life takers, 2d6.
Total
for a
7. Hitting on 3s.
4s.
Oh, 4s.
That's my mistake. 4s. Wounding on 3s.
Getting 2.
2. And random -1.
Oh, I have no save. Just 2 damage.
2 damage each.
Oh, brutal. Troglodon's me charging for a total of 5. More than enough to get him in.
6 attacks hitting on 4s with the Venomous Bite. Wounding on 2s.
Ooh.
Nothing. 4 limbs, 2 attacks hitting on 4s.
Getting 1.
Wounding on 3s. Got it.
Damage or rend?
No rend.
I got a 6 up save. Whoa.
2 damage.
2 damage. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, I save 1. 1 dies.
Divining Rod, 1 attack hitting on 4s. Nope.
Alright, we're going to attack back, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s.
4 up save. Just want to get through.
At the end of the combat phase, they have a special ability, the Life Takers, called Fight and Flight. On a 4+, I can then move an additional 6 inches. So on a 4+, hey, we got a 6. So with that, we're going to move an additional 6 inches, making sure that we're 3 inches away from these boys. And we are going like so, everybody. Caw-caw! Right next to the objective. That's going to be it for the combat phase. There's nothing else for us to do. I'm -1 bravery because I'm next to the Troglodon. And because I've lost 1, I'm now bravery 4. So on a 5+, someone runs away. Ooh, these girls are good and they're here to stay. In terms of victory points, you will be scoring 1 victory point, Kevin, because you do have your objective over here. But I do claim my objective back because I have more models near it. That Fight and Flight was key. So I do have more models. That means I have my objective back. So you'll be scoring 1. So the current score right now is 22 to 24. in favor of the, I was going to say Knights of Slanesh, for the Daughters of Khaine. But we have to go right away into Daughters of Khaine, turn number 4. Jumping right into my turn 4 with my hero phase. What I think I'm going to do with this, ladies, is we're going to try to cast the Steed of Shadows. And we get it with a 6. Do you want to try to stop that, Kevin?
I will.
Oh, and you stop it, and how? I think what I'm going to do right now... Hold on. Yeah. So there's nothing else with my hero phase. What we're going to do is, in my movement phase, I'm going to flee from combat. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and retreat. So these ladies are going to retreat from the Troglodyte. Oops. And we're going to go like so. And be within 6 of the objective. Actually, I do have to have more models near the objective. So I need to scoot a couple more back, but still be... Because I have a 14-inch move, so I think that is perfect. And yet we are 3 inches all the way around, so perfect. Blood Sisters, we're going to move 8 inches. So we're just going to go like this. Whoa. And then I'm going to go ahead and run my Shrine for an extra 5, so we can go 13 inches that way. Getting us to right here. My Bloodstalkers are going to continue the movement this way for 8. And then going to the shooting phase, we're going to fire our 24-inch bows into those knights. The Hag on a... Oh, okay, never mind. 6 mortal wound, and then everyone else on 3s. We have 1 mortal wound, and then that 5 on a 3 to wound is a 5. You have your regular save.
5 up? Nope.
No. So you're going to take 3 wounds. 1 for a regular wound, and then 2 for mortals.
Okay.
And then finally, we're going to charge with the Blood Sisters. Hooah! Getting a total of 9. And with 9 inches, we're going to charge right to here. We have 3 attacks from the champion, hitting on 2s. All hit, and then the rest of the squad hitting on 3s. We're wounding on 3s, and we get to re-roll the 1s because of turn 4.
5 up. No 1.
And then I have my Crystal Touch Stairs. The Hag does it on a 3+. Nope. And then the other 2 ladies on 4s. So you take 2 more mortal wounds. Troglodyte now is going to attack back.
Okay, 6 bites. Hitting on 4s.
Oh, taking 1 there, so that's going to be 1 mortal wound back to him.
Mortal wound back. Wounding on 4s.
Getting 3 wounds. 5 up save. Ooh, 2 wounds apiece. So 6. 6 up Fanaticals. No. So 2 will die, but that leaves the champion left alive.
4 limbs, 2 attacks hitting on 4s. Nope. And then the Divine Rod, 1 attack hitting on 4s. Nope.
Oh, that's going to be a mortal wound back to him.
Boom.
So he's down to 2 wounds left.
2.
Time for Battle Shock on a 6 up. She runs away because of -1 from him. No, a 5. She's A-okay. And then in terms of points, I will be scoring this objective because I do have more models around it. So my objective is back in my control. All right, so the current score, like we said, is 23 to 20. That is a crazy amount of points. Kevin and I have been talking back and forth. And what are you thinking, Kevin?
I'm going to call it.
You're going to call it?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, just going back and forth. If I get the double turn, I can rack up another point. This guy will probably charge in here. Even she can probably kill him on the own, because even if you roll just 1 wound, or even a couple wounds, or a couple ones I should say, he'll kill himself. But then he'll charge in here, probably take this guy out. These guys can probably swing in, clean these guys up, but I'm probably sure that I can take that objective. And these guys are fairly slow to get over here.
Summon, I can't get there fast enough to take it back, and then it'd just be a tie.
Right. But then even if you take the turn, there's a potential for a tie. But you want to go ahead and call it?
Yes, I do. Great game.
All right, man. Thank you so much for that game. Wow. Everyone, I really hope that you enjoyed the very first game of Raze and Ruin of the Wayback Playback. There's going to be more of these to come. So I really hope you guys enjoy that. I'm sure that we've made mistakes along the way. So please let us know down in the comments so that we can learn from this, as it's always a learning experience for both players. So please leave a wonderful comment and let us know what rules mistakes we did get wrong. And please let me know if you guys are enjoying the very first episode of the Wayback Playback, because there's going to be more of these episodes to come. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and happy wargaming.
Happy wargaming.
Vault members, click on the link below to see the second episode of the Wayback Playback, where the disciples of Tzeentch are going to take on the Hedonites of Slaanesh in the Rivers of Death battle, where potentially models can cross the river and drown in a watery grave. If you're not a Vault member, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial. Not only will you get access to this bat rep, but you can get access to hundreds and hundreds of all of our other bat reps and all of our narrative campaigns, and we have access to all of our other painting tutorials in their gigantic library with awesome cool stuff and a bunch of other stuff that is coming down the pipeline. I highly recommend you guys check out the Vault. It is a really awesome, guys. So make sure you click on the link down below and get your 7-day free trial. Vault members, I will see you guys in there, and as always, happy wargaming, folks.